Hi friends, good evening. Today it is 6/6/2026 and the time is roughly around 7 p.m. And we are going for a crucial week. And you have seen what happened on Friday. In all the abroad industries, everything was collapsing, including gold, silver, BTC, USDT, and Nasdaq. Everything was literally trembling on Friday, and we are entering into the new week. And last week again, it was more or less a consolidation, more of zigzag happened. In the last 5 days, and I clearly mentioned on in my telegram around 3:35 on Friday evening that we are ready for a big mega move in the next 2 days time, because the price is also converged in both Nifty future and Bank Nifty future. So it's going to be an interesting week, and predominantly it's going to be the traders' delight, and especially for the option buyers, not for the option sellers. Let's go and see. Today I'm going to cover, because some, other indices also, because everything is at a very crucial level, including gold, silver, BTC, USDT, everything is at a very crucial level. So we are going to see everything, how it's going to be in the next week. Now let's start with our own Nifty. Okay, so now again, nothing is happening. It is week on week, it is closing below only. So now let's see whether Nifty is going to come to this level, which is our earlier stop loss, which is 22095. That is what I'm expecting, and this is what I told last week also. I'm expecting especially this number, which is 22095. It should not close below this number. If it goes below this number, I think the market will not hold the last support level. It will break. It will not even wait for this low. It will break that low, and it will substantially move towards the lower side. Okay, so now we are at a very crucial stage, so we need to watch it. So first we will target for 22095. More or less this number is combining with our range calculation for the week. So most probably this number will be achieved in the coming week. Next, when it comes to pitchfork, this is what we are showing for the last 1 week. We clearly said this is the gap area. Last week we showed, and exactly the gap was filled on Wednesday, and it closed inside that gap. So now break below, we are heading for this green, and then we are heading for this number, which is 22095. As of now, 100%, it looks very weak when it comes to market. But as of now, as we predicted last week that the gap will be filled, exactly the gap got filled. So now we are heading for, more, unless and until we are not going to close above this area, the gap area. Okay. Then when it comes to Ichimoku, we are telling, every time that till it is not going to close above the cloud, the possibility is more on the downside, and predominantly the trend change may happen on 22nd of June, which is actually the crucial date when it comes to GAN, and when it comes to now it is combining with Ichimoku. Possibility that 21st June, which was holiday, so the impact will be on 22nd. So the turnaround story will happen mostly on 22nd of June. So in case if the market is going to go down from here, possibility of a breather will come on 22nd of June. And 17th June, we have one major astro aspect when it comes to Jupiter. So we need to watch out for how it is going to perform from here. But according to me, the market may bottom out on 22nd of June. So watch out for this particular number, because this time cycle and Ichimoku time cycle also combining together on 22nd of June. But as of now, everything looking weak. The cloud is descending, so nothing is looking good. So most probably, maybe we'll be doing all this and we will try to break here, somewhere here. If not, we are heading for a much further downside when it comes to Nifty. Then Fibo, it is close to below 0.618. So possibility that we are heading for 0.786, and obviously 0.1. Sorry, obviously 1. Now let's go to Bank Nifty. Again, nothing is looking good. Same, it got rejected exactly at the cloud, and then this is where the support area when it comes to daily, we need to watch out for whether it is going to hold this level and it is going to take it move forward. But when it comes to Bank Nifty, it's saying that around 30th June possibility of a reversal. But when it comes to Nifty, it is 22nd June. Okay, so now again EMA, SMA, nothing is looking good. Last week, little bit of breather for Bank Nifty, and because of the RBI policy and all that. But even we clearly mentioned nothing is going to happen on Friday. We clearly said Friday it's going to be a sleeping day. Exactly, it was a sleeping day on that day, and it was rejecting exactly with our upper number, which is 23,511, on the bottom number, which is 23,373, I think, or 46. So it was dilly-dallying only within that number. So, okay, a little bit of a good, closing when it comes to pattern, but I think it will not sustain in the coming week. Most probably we are heading towards this area, which is roughly around 49,300 level. Okay. Now, let's go to pitchfork. Again, it has taken a support. So, till it is going to hold this line, there is no problem. Break below, we are heading towards this area. Okay, 49,875. Then again, it is trading within that. It is taking a support at the 0.618, and it is exactly getting rejected at 0.5. So this is what happened completely in the last 1 week. It is only trading within 0.5 and 0.618. So now let's see whether it is going to go here or it is going to come down here. Okay. When compared to numbers, Bank Nifty is little okay. When compared to Nifty, Nifty is extremely weak. So watch out for that. And Reliance is at doldrums. So everything was happening. So watch out for Nifty. If you want to go short, be in Nifty short. If you want to go long, you can try Bank Nifty long based on the number. So I will be discussing that when I open my Excel sheet. But as of now, this is what is happened. So now coming to minor trend. So if you take the minor trend in Bank Nifty, as of now, it's looking good because it is in 15 minutes buy. When it comes to 1 hour, it is in sell, and you got a sell magical candle also. But when it comes to Nifty, it is even in 1 hour also, it is in G sell, and even in 15 minutes also, it is in clear G sell, and you got a magical candle to go short here. And you need to mark the high and low of this magical candle. So once any candle closes below, wait for the retracement, go short here, stop loss here, and you can enjoy the trend. I've already made a few videos on magical candle. Try to use the magical candle to the highest level because it is working in gold like mad. Even if you take 15 seconds time frame in gold, it is doing wonders when it comes to magical candles. This one system is more than enough in fortune signals to trade and capture big money when the market is trending. Now let's go to other indices. First one is xauusd. We clearly told that anyway, it is bearish only based on Ichimoku also. We clearly told this number is very, very crucial, which is 43.68. Okay, so now it closed below. So now we are heading for 44, 40, 42, 44, 39, 47, and 36.75. But according to me, it should hold this particular number, which is 3888. This particular number it has to hold. This is based on some calculation. So let's see whether market is going to go till 888. But according to me, till 17th of June, gold will be in tremendous pressure on the upper side. So possibility that it may make a bottom on 17th June. So we need to watch out for xauusd on 17th June until it is below 22nd of May. So 22nd of May was our book date. So it's a cyclic date, 22nd of May. Yeah, till it is below 22nd of May, it is extremely weak. So unless and until it is not crossing and closing above this candle, so we need to be very cautious, and we are heading towards all these level on the downside. Okay, now let's go to SPX. Based on the book date, this was the last book date which happened on 22nd of May. So now from there, it has to give minimum 7.5%, but it has given only 1.5%. But we clearly told on 3rd or 4th morning in my Telegram channel that the 3rd of June the 3rd of June, where the SPX will top out. Why? It is because of our TPS system, where the time price square is happened exactly on that day. This is in daily. So normally it says 4th June, so you need to take the 3rd June because this alert will come at night 1:41, because when the market ends, it will give the alert. So based on the TPS square, it says the top is already happened on 3rd of June. And simultaneously, if you go to weekly, here also you got the weekly TTS for the last week. So if it is not going to close above the last week high, I think we are heading towards this area first. 73,200 level, 73,000 level to 7,300 to 7,200 level. We are heading, so we need to watch whether it is going to take the support here. So crucial week was happened, and it was a phenomenal fall yesterday. It is around 2.5% fall, and Dow Jones was roughly around 1.5%, and Bitcoin gone for a toss. So we clearly mentioned that 6th April is the crucial date for Bitcoin. Why? Because it was the book date, and once the book date happens, if it closes above, wait for the entry. We clearly mentioned that it will try to give first 7.5%, then 10%, then the maximum extension based on the book findings, it will touch 15%. So from here, if you see, it has given roughly around 16.95%. That 2% is extra actually, but normally it should do only 15%, and after that the exhaustion will happen. But anyway, it has given extra 2% in this case. But now, since it closed below, before the next date, which is going to happen, if it closed below, again it is an inversion, then it will try to achieve 15% on the downside, which is roughly around 57,715. Watch this particular number, 57,715. Very crucial for Bitcoin to hold this particular number. Break below this, we are heading for 52,415. So any commodity per se, if you take gold, it is really weak. And if you go to xauusd, silver, it is more weak than gold. So possibility that we may take some kind of a cushion around 67.03. And if it breaks that level, we are heading for 59.96. So more or less, we may head towards 60 level when it comes to silver. So watch out for this. Again, 17th June will be a turn date for xauusd. So kindly have a watch. And many people are now asking me, sir, the market is falling. Everybody is talking very negative about the market. So what should we do with our SIP? Can we exit the SIP? Because the SIP is not performing for the last 2 years. So what should I do with my mutual fund investment? Whether to exit and put the money into FD, and so that they will get at least 3-4% after the tax. So all these are running in the people's mind. But again, I'm telling you, moving the money from mutual fund to FD is a crime. FD itself is a crime. Investing in FD itself is a crime. But moving the money from mutual fund to FD, it's a mega crime. So never do that mistake. Number 2, see, all the people, their mindset is, even if they invest in SIP, they want the money to grow immediately. SIP is not meant for that purpose at all. It is a long-term wealth creation. It may be the SIP is for your retirement. The SIP is for your very big medical corpus. The SIP is for your goals like, child education, marriage, buying an house, blah, blah, blah. There are, if you ask me about the goals, there are more than 30-40 goals people will be having. So this is all long-term growth. And whenever the people start putting SIP 5,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees, every month they will go and check whether it is performed or not. You should not. When you are starting the SIP, you need to pray to God that the market should not go up. Because the rupee cost averaging will happen only if the market is coming down, not going up. What you are going to do, when the market is going to go up every SIP, for next 1 year, 2 years, suddenly one fall will take all your profits. So always try to pray God when you're creating an SIP for next 20 years, market should not perform for the first at least 7-8 years, so that you can accumulate all the money at the lower, at the, the lower end of the, market, not at the higher end of the market. So pray God that market has to come down till you accumulate a sizable amount at the lower period at the base level. Then gradually, you can increase your SIP. And then once the market turn around and takes the U-turn from the bottom, you are going to make hell a lot of money, rather than, going up and again averaging on the higher level, and one crash will wipe out all your profits, which you have, kept it for the last 7-8 years. So SIP people, please don't exit. If possible, double it now. That is what I'm telling my people. Double it now. For example, if you're putting only 2,000 rupees, increase it to 4,000. If you're putting only 10,000 rupees, increase it to 20,000. So slowly, gradually, at least you can even start with 10% extra. For example, if you're putting 10,000 rupees in SIP, start with 1,000 rupees extra. When the market goes down further, add one more 1,000. So try to accumulate when the market is coming down, and don't, normally people will say they will go and jump in gold here, or they will go and jump in silver here. But when it is coming at the base point, they will not jump. That is where the fear will come, and people, all the noise will talk about, the silver is going to collapse, these, that, everything. See, all these are noise. Kindly ignore. Don't even watch CNBC, ET Now, RBI meeting, nothing. You don't need all that. Just take a simple example, 200 SMA in weekly. If it comes and touches, I will buy. Let the market goes anywhere, no problem. But if you follow that rule, believe me, in the longer period of time, you are going to make a hell of a lot of money, rather than watching all this and hearing to all this war news and everything. This is all noise. It comes and goes. Don't worry about all that. So whenever market is coming, and this is a phenomenal opportunity when it comes to buy silver, and you can start even SIP now, or even lump sum also now, not a problem at all. At least you start SIP. See what happened here. It went and closed above. It gave the opportunity to buy here. When it touches the blue, from there, what a run from $20 to $120. Now, after a long time, again, it is coming back and touching the blue. You can start accumulating. I'm not telling that you put the entire 100% now. I'm not telling that. At least you start with 20%, 30%. Because people, when it was here, everybody was jumping on me. Sir, it is going to 120, sir. My daughter's marriage is coming, sir. So what to do, sir? Whether to wait or, sir, or can I buy and jump here, sir? I said, no problem. You do whatever you want to do. If you are having some kind of an event which you cannot avoid, don't see the chart, whether the market will come down or not, whether astrology is saying good or bad or whatever it is. Never do all that. If there is an emergency, if there is a need, if there is a goal to be achieved, don't see the price, first exit. Now, it is coming now in the accumulation stage. Now start building up the position. I'm again talking about the investment angle. I'm not talking about the trading angle. If you ask me about the trading, I will go short only in XAUSD or even gold. I'm talking about the investment angle for the next 10 years. Your daughter marriage is going to happen in the next 10 years. Start building the silver now. Start building the gold now. It is available at a better price. It may even come down. I'm not telling no to it. Slowly, gradually start now. If you are not going to start here, again, one day you are going to buy here. For sure. This is what is going to happen. So whenever when the market comes down, try to accumulate. And it should be a sizable down. I'm not telling that you should enter here. When it is coming and touching the blue, or when you are using Ichimoku. For example, if I take Ichimoku. So from here, this is the low. Very, very big low, which is 25. I'm not thinking that's going to come here. So most probably, even if you take weekly, so possibility that it will come down to 57 level. That is what it is exactly matching when it comes to our monthly, fortune signal. So you can start accumulating from 60, 65, 65, 60, 57. All these levels are accumulation area. But if you go and ask your advisor, can I enter now? They'll say, no, sir. There are a lot of bad news is going to come, so don't enter now. Then after, when the market starts flying from year to year, they will say, sir, silver is looking extremely good. Everybody is talking about 240. Why can't you invest now? So never believe all those people. Simply take your simple indicator, which is 200 SMA. Follow that in weekly. Your life will be peaceful. Okay. Anyway, let's go to the Excel sheet. This actually, somebody called me now and asked the suggestion. So I thought of giving the same thing to you also. Right. Now let's come to our PPT. Now again, more or less the 17th, the 18th and 19th, mother candle low was held. Close below that, we are heading for a severe problem when it comes to Nifty. Okay, it is still holding that 18th low, and we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. In case if it closes below, because till now it is not closing below, it is coming back and going back and closing above that candle. For example, if you go to Nifty, so now this is the 18th candle. So now if I put the low, so it is not giving up that low. It is going below the low, but again it is closing above the low of the candle. Here also the same happened, here also same happened, and yesterday it came down and touched here and closed above. So the 18th mother candle low is getting held for the last 4 days. So now we need to watch whether the mother candle will be broken in the coming week, and we are going to see a major fall towards this area. Okay, so as of now, it is holding that mother candle low. Let's see what's going to happen in the coming week. Now, this is the monthly range, which we already talked about in the last week. And this is the weekly range for 8th June to 12th June. So one thing you need to observe in this. See, normally the market, all the 5 indices, at least 4 indices or at least 3 indices will try to touch the lower end of this number, or it will try to touch the higher end of this number. Out of these 5 indices, at least 3 will do every week. But what happened last week? Last week, only mid cap. For example, if you go to the last week number, this was the last week number. Only mid cap touched this low number. Not all other touch the low number. It means what? Market is extremely sideways, and it is going to blast one side in the coming week to achieve all the targets on the downside or all the targets on the upside. So possibility that the coming week, all these numbers which we posted here, possibility of achieving this number on the lower side. More or less this number is exactly combining with my number. So I am expecting that 22,932, because this is the number which we gave last week, that possibility that the Nifty will come and touch this number. Since it is below 24,280, the possibility that Nifty will come and touch this number. Below this, it will try to go to 22,735. That was our last week prediction. So let's see what's going to happen in the coming week. Okay, gold, it is literally bleeding below 22nd May, and stock for this week again, Bharat Forge, Laurus Lab, Ipca Lab, Trent, and ONGC. Okay, watch out for these 5 stocks in the coming week. And you can simply do, if it is a weekly, then you can simply mark the first 30 minutes high and low of these 5 counters. Whichever side it breaks, you can take an entry till Friday and you can enjoy the momentum. Now, both the numbers are converged. So expecting 350 points in Nifty future and 700 to 1000 points in Bank Nifty future in a single day in the next 2 days time. Because on Friday, I clearly made a video and posted in my Telegram channel why I said that today the market will be sideways. Based on what I said, I clearly explained by using my number, and I gave the video also. Now both the numbers are converged. So possibility that we are going to go for a major expansion on the lower side or on the upper side. As of now, things are saying that it is on the lower side. Okay, so SPX top done on 3rd of June. And these are all the timings for Monday. You can use it. Now let's go to the numbers, which is very crucial now. Now watch this. Now Nifty all red. And this number, more or less, it closed near to this number. Nifty future closed near to this number. So whenever it is closing near to that number, I will not give any color. If it closed much above, I will try to give blue color. If it closed much below, I will try to give red color. But it closed more or less near to this area. So that's why I give a black color to that number. So that Nifty future is simply there only. So now, since all these numbers are bearish, the best candidate to go short is Nifty. Okay. And last week, we clearly gave this number. You can go and check. We said below this number, it will try to achieve this number. And I clearly mentioned last week that I am expecting this particular number to be touched. Last week, it has not happened, or most probably this is the number which I am waiting for to see in Nifty when it comes to Nifty. So all the bullish number and bearish number was clearly given here. And you can watch my video how yesterday we predicted 23,511 and 23,376 will do the wonders when it comes to RBI meet. Exactly that was happened. Exactly that was happened. It's really a goosebump to watch all those stuff. Now, let's come to Bank Nifty. Now, Bank Nifty is ulta. So now this is all green. Everything is green. So now what's going to happen now? So now what you need to understand here is, if the market, I don't know whether the market is going to open gap down, gap up, I don't care about that. If the market opens anywhere, if it is a gap down, simply mark the first 30 minutes IM. Then if you want to go long, then concentrate on Bank Nifty. If you want to go short, then concentrate on Nifty below the 30 minutes low. If the Bank Nifty is closing above the 30 minutes high, then concentrate on Bank Nifty. Don't concentrate on Nifty. If it is closing below, if both are closing below the 30 minutes low, then concentrate on Nifty. Don't concentrate on Bank Nifty. Avoid shorting Bank Nifty. Try to concentrate on Nifty. Maybe you will get more money. Okay. So that is what it is showing. So now it is complete contradictory between the Nifty future and the Bank Nifty future. Bank Nifty future is bullish. Nifty future is bearish. So now let's see what's going to happen tomorrow. I have already given you what to do also. So kindly follow that particular way of trading for the coming week. And these are all the numbers on the bull side and bear side. And even last week, we clearly said this is the number. And exactly Bank Nifty got rejected at this number only. There was one blip which happened above this. It went up by 70 points. And this is where the top happened. And from there, it started coming down. Okay. So watch out for this. This is a number. So crucial week ahead. Heading for clear-cut, expansion in the coming week based on this thing. And as of now, it is holding this number. So this is going to be a crucial date. And the next one is happening here. And maybe you can use these two. This is also very crucial. Let's watch. We'll try to cover a new video on 27. For Mercury retrograde. Okay. So that's all. Nothing more to add in this video. Again, saying I'm not a SEBI registered investment advisor. So kindly go and do your homework and consult your financial advisors before taking any financial decision. Again, saying exiting the mutual fund at this point of time is a crime. I'm talking about SIP. If possible, add more. Add more. You can even add 10% extra. If you are doing only 5,000 rupees, add 10% more, 500 extra. Slowly build every 10% every year, and you will see a miracle in the next 10 years how the fund is going to grow. And you will see a phenomenal amount of money which you will be having in the next 20 years' time. If you apply this simple strategy that increasing your SIP amount every month by 10%. Just go and do the SIP calculation. All the calculators are available in Google. Just put the calculation and see how soon you are going to achieve your goal rather than doing a normal SIP. Okay, let's see what's in there for the market, and see you soon when the market opens. Bye for now.